Flower arranging. Hand-tied bouquet. This tutorial will show you step-by-step how to make this attractive but informal bouquet that uses a simple yet impressive-looking spiral technique. You will need 7 green hypericum, 7 white stalks, 9 Alchemilla mollis, 9 white roses, 6 chamomile, 5 Guelder rose, scissors, garden string, twine or raffia, and 1 large glass fishbowl vase. Here are some tips before you get started. Strip the leaves from their stems below the binding point before you start arranging. The binding point is where you will hold the stems and tie the bouquet. Stripping the leaves makes the bouquet easier to hold, gives the stems a clean look, and prevents the water from turning murky. Arrange the different flowers and foliage into separate piles before you start so you can pick up each variety one at a time to distribute the flowers properly. Turn the bunch slightly in the same direction after you add each stem to create the correct spiral stem effect. Step 1. Start by holding 1 hypericum stem and place 5 alchemilla and 4 more hypericum around it, adding 1 stem of each variety one at a time. Angle the stems slightly as you arrange them. Hold the bunch at a high binding point to make the design more compact. Hold it in your left hand if you are right-handed, and vice versa if you are left-handed. Step 2. Add a rose, inserting it at an angle into the bunch where your thumb rests, so the stem points towards you and the flower points away. Turn the bunch slightly in one direction. Repeat with 2 more roses. The flower head should sit about 6 inches or 15 centimeters above the binding point. Step 3. Intersperse 5 stems of chamomile at the same angle around the outside of the bouquet. Turn the bunch slightly after adding each flower. Then, twist the bunch around to face you, or hold it in front of a mirror to spot any obvious gaps and check that you are happy with the distribution of the blooms so far. Adjust a few flowers a little if needed. Step 4. Add 3 stems of Guelder rose, working the stems into the center as well as around the edges. Guelder rose naturally curves down, enhancing the rounded shape of this bouquet. The spiral of stems should now be evident. Roughly trim the stems if the bunch becomes top-heavy, but don't make them too short. Step 5. Add 5 stalks, then add 1 more of each bloom around them, angling these flowers slightly lower around the edges of the bunch to build its rounded shape. Check the look of the bouquet from the top again. Step 6. Angle the remaining flowers so they sit even lower around the edges to complete the domed shape. Secure the bouquet at the binding point with garden string, twine, or raffia and tie in a knot. Trim the stems into a neat curve, cutting each end at an angle.